Astor Wine and Spirits in Manhattan. Got a couple of wines. So, what now? I mean, seriously, when you look across all this wine, how do you find what you're looking for? Well, today I kind of want to do a little experimentation. I want to try some Spanish wine. And rather than just grab anything, I think I'll grab a clerk. Seriously. I mean, I think that's the first thing I should do. Find someone who knows and ask them something so they can find out what kind of stuff I'm looking for. Because I really don't believe you want to find somebody who rolls scores at you in numbers. What I need them to ask me is, what kind of wine do I like? Because they got all kinds of wines here, so they're going to find the kind of wine that I'm looking for. So, shall we? Let's go. Come on, let's go. At Astor Wine and Spirits in Manhattan, Gregory Dalpiaz, you have to be developing customers because you're the director of customer development.
That's
so
correct.
How do you develop a customer?
Developing customers means gaining their trust. And once you've gained a customer's trust, what you have to give them are wines that they're going to like and want to come back and buy again.
Sure.
And Albarino is fairly user-friendly, and we have great success recommending Albarino, especially as it gets warmer. They're wines that are very well matched to summertime fare. So Albarino, because it has a fairly wide spectrum of styles, is easy to recommend.
Are people resistant to Spanish white wine because reds are so much a part of the mentality, the thinking about Spanish wine?
I think the resistance to Spanish white wines is something of the past, as people look to Spain now with the understanding that they make great big red wines, but they also make very light fresh wines that are well suited to the cuisine. And the fact that Spain is a hot country means that they've got a lot of experience making wines that are consumed in the summertime, so they are making fresh wines now.
Good. So that makes great sense. I mean, Albarino is this really crisp and light style, and it seems to me an ideal place for people to go, especially as the summer months warm up. So maybe we should go there. Yeah? Let's go. Yes, this would be your first indication that the Spanish wines are near. All right, that we're in Spain. Good, because I'm looking for that. I'm ready to try a little experimentation with Spanish wine, but I'd go to Albarino because I think Albarino is, especially the last few vintages, delicious. It's really round, fruity, rich stuff. Now, by fruity, I'm not saying sweet, all right? It doesn't have to be sweet to be fruity. It just has a lot of lushness, a lot of fruit to it. And Albarino is my cup of tea right now. And another way I could figure out what I'm looking for here, on the back side of good Albarino, there's always this label, this Rias Baixas label. That means the lower fjords. And you end up with these crisp, rich, lovely aromatic white wines. So that's what I'm looking at here. And I'm going to look across the spectrum here and see a lot of 05s and 06s right now. And that's good news, because 05 and 06, as vintages go, they're just nutso. They're so rich and lush, and they almost seem to have a touch of sweetness to them, but they finish really dry and even minerally. And I find that a really exciting combination. Maybe not for everybody, but for me, yeah, it works for me. So that's where I'm going. This is Bottle Rocket, a new store, new concept in Manhattan, and this is Otis, store employee. Hi, Bob. How you doing? And this is Tom, Janessa's owner, and the owner of the store, too.
Good to see you, Doug.
Nice to see you. Thank you for taking time. Just wanted to show the store off a little bit because, yeah, we've got the wall, which is pretty standard fare. Got America, got Europe, got Australia, et cetera, et cetera. And that's cool. But what's in the middle of this store I think is really fun. The wines are actually set up, if you will, by takeout. We got recipes. We've got what the critics think. We've got seafood. It's set up as if the person who's coming in here doesn't just have to shop for a wine thinking, I need a wine, I don't know anything else. It's set up so they can think about, well, what am I going to buy it for? That's how you intended it, yeah?
That's exactly right. People love wine when it's in the glass in front of them. Buying it is tough, and it requires a decent amount of knowledge or a store that's designed to really lead you to the right decision. So we thought, well, if people don't know much about wine, what do they know? Well, they know what they're serving for dinner that night, or they know who they're giving a gift to, or they know enough about their own lives to sort of know what they're trying to find. And so we thought, well, let's design the store around what people do know rather than what they don't know. We also give you a lot of information about each wine so you can make an informed choice, because that's also missing from the equation. And we're trying to have some fun with it. I mean, you know, if you look around, you'll see it's kind of a whimsical store. Wine is fun. It makes people feel good. It tastes good. Buying wine should be sort of fun, too. And we're trying to honor that.
That's very cool. Maybe we can find an Albarino here. Just a wild idea.
Yeah, we got a couple.
Okay, good. Otis, you want to show us?
Come on, Otis. Let's go.
I'm certainly appreciative that the Albarino is on the cheap side over there. I know it's not, not necessarily cheap. I mean, they're at all sorts of prices, but I just like that it represents value, too. I appreciate that.
You know what? Most people don't want to spend a fortune on their wine, and it's really gratifying to find a wine that is reasonably priced And if you go to restaurants and you're looking at that list thinking, oh, what am I going to buy? It's all so expensive. I have no idea. Albarinos are a great go-to wine. They tend to be a little bit less expensive. They tend to be a lot more delicious. And they tend to go really well with food. It's a great trick, actually.